waking up. This path of Zen or this path of no path. This toilet world. There's a famous Zen master, Korean Zen master, that says the whole world is a single flower. And we can also say the whole world is one big stinking pile of shit. And so waking up, you will see flowers and shit. When you wake up in the morning, you may wake up to a disastrous earthquake of stress, anxiety, fear, or you may wake up to the flower of your life, the flower of freedom, the flower of peacefulness, the flower of worthwhile, meaningful engagement. And so in Zen, or in waking up, we have to flush regardless. There's nothing that isn't flushed. We may want to be beautiful, want to be smart, want to have very pleasurable and positive experiences. But those experiences are temporary, whatever they are. We may think that we know about ourselves, so we think about ourselves, we think about our own ego, our place in the world, what we're involved with, what we're a part of, who we are to other people, etc. But very deeply in the habit energies of the body and mind, these five aggregates, these forms that come together, there is this tendency towards greediness, this tendency towards frustration, this tendency towards delusion. So learning to wake up is learning to be a flusher, learning to be someone who knows how to flush. If you flush once, you can see how clear the water is. You can see the nature of your mind, that is clear water, that's not shit, not flowers, not mountains, not orgies, not positive or negative things, not formations, not formed up. And this can be enough for most people to flush once, to see that clarity, and then do whatever they want. But as a Buddhist or a Zen practitioner or someone on the path, we see the clarity of the water after we flush the toilet of our lives, of our body and mind experience, and we dare to keep flushing. We dare to keep emptying out. We dare to keep widening out. We dare to keep giving. Whatever inspires and supports you to give is a precious jewel. Not about good or bad, but it is a precious jewel. Precious chance to flush, to give, to end, to resolve. All of those sufferings, all of the formations of negativity. So instead of our day being this way of ego, this way of thinking, and this way of liking and disliking, the day becomes our hand constantly on the plunger, on the toilet handle, to flush, to empty out, to give out. This effort of ending, this effort of resolving, this effort of releasing. But it doesn't actually have anything to do with our personal idea of ourselves. It's more like a public toilet or a universal toilet. So that even your body and mind, or that body and mind, and this body and mind are the same shared toilet. And it becomes full of flowers, it becomes full of shit, it becomes full of pus and blood and bones and eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, mind, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, touching, mental phenomena. This daring to flush is going beyond all conceptual narratives that we have about our general experience, like our life, who we are and what we're involved with, and also our moment by moment experience through the senses. So we flush out the eyes, we flush out the ears, we flush out the nose, the tongue, the body and the mind. We all are taught from a very young age that if you can't walk, crawl. And once you learn to crawl, slowly you can develop this walking faculty. And our meditation practice shouldn't be any different. If you can sit and meditate, crawl and meditate. If you can crawl and meditate, walk and meditate. Because this walking has the quality of going out, walking out from the locked-in syndrome of sitting in front of our computer or hunched over our phone screen. To walk out beyond our identity that we build up in swiping through TikTok, or looking at messages, or talking to someone, or even meditating. This concentrated, this collected mind is just an illusion. Whether it's a good collection or a bad collection, it's just temporary. This also has a quality of breaking through our shyness. There's a lot of reasons people may be shy. But when we flush the toilet of our grasping and attachment to the body and mind, whatever kind of body and mind experience we're having, we have to be brave. We have to be beyond this sense of self that we're trying to protect, or that we're trying to figure out, or that we're trying to develop. Right? That's the shyness of the egoic person, the self-improvement person. They're shy about experiencing many things, about trying many things, because they think they are someone that can develop themselves. Can walk a little bit. Can get up and walk with me, even if it's just in your own room. Now, when walking like this, we can kind of open our hands a little bit. There's a lot of karma in the hands. We do many things causing karma or intentional actions, good or bad, with our hands. So when we're walking like this, we can open our hands. Open out, offer the releasing of karma, of intentional actions, of involvements. Of what we look at, what we listen to, what we do with body, speech, or mind. All of that is to be released, widened out. Not through some kind of self-improvement program, but through the giving of everything. Giving the whole body and mind to the emptiness. Not about liking or disliking. Not about not liking or not disliking. Not about not itself. Opening out the hands. And sometimes we can stop. So in the walking, this is our practice. This is what we're developing and connecting with. In the walking is just the walking. That is not about walking or not walking. It is not even about not. The hearing that is just hearing, that is not even about hearing. Not about being sure or not being sure. Not even about not. Not about, not about. This is also a blessing power that we give to the spirits. So depending on where you spend your time, there will be many high or low spirits. Also according to your natural connection with good things and bad things. And what we can do is not to fight with the weird thoughts that we have or the weird energies that we feel, or try to become a psychic or something like that, but actually to widen out. To brighten out, to give out the everything, to give out the space in the world that is expressed as wakefulness in the mind. So then in all of us there is this natural wakefulness presence. And this is not to get that presence or to hold it in or to develop it, but to offer it out. Not about hope or hopelessness. Walk out, bless out the involvement with the hopelessness, with the hope. We say, well, wait a minute, my job interview didn't work out. We say, well, wait a minute, my job interview worked out. We say, hey, I'm headed to Bali to be a digital nomad. We say, hey, my grandma is sick. We say, hey, I've got to go to take care of something. Just use the word everything. And when this is the important point here, when we are fixated, when we are suffocated by our personalistic thinking, right? It's not just the TikTok and the YouTube algorithm that are getting their grips on us. It's also the algorithm in here that's getting its grips on us. So turn off the screen and go and touch grass. Go and walk and bless. Go and walk and give. Go and walk and offer. Walk in the way that's not even about walking. Turn off the screen of involvement. You say, but I see the trees and I feel depressed. The trees, they can't go anywhere. They can't have relationships. They are stuck. They're in a prison. It's a nightmare. But then we go beyond our own personalistic thinking about reality and life and experience. Release the personalistic narrative, the personalistic fixation, the personalistic binding of concept, of time. Of success and failure. There's nothing to be hopeful or hopeless about, because you will never succeed and you will never fail. There's no such thing as success or failure in the life of a giver. Whatever success there is, just give it. Whatever failures there are, just give them. Give, give, give. Everything.